Hey legends, Frazer Brookes here, and welcome to day one of the 2026 Kickoff Challenge. Hey, I hope you are half as excited as I am because, hey, we did a poll and a study and it said that 80% of people already up to this date haven't already got started or fully started in the network marketing business. And January is almost over. Almost 10% of the year is over, which is kind of wild. So, hey, if you are new, this is what's going to happen because some of you guys have been involved in our free challenges before. Some of you haven't. So it's 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, obviously 26th till the 30th of January. And each video will last anywhere from 25 to 35 minutes, right? If I go over, I hope it's because I give you a load of value. Now, you're watching this and you can probably tell it's like a recorded video. So I recorded what you're watching right now a few days ago, a week ago or so. And what that meant is that you can wake up in the morning, check your emails with the link, and when the timer somewhere around this video hits 0, you will go to day 2 and the same and same and same. So you get 24 hours to review each video. Once that is up, it will move on to the next day and so on until we're finished with the 5 days. If you have the action pass and you paid the small investment in yourself, you will get access to the recordings so you can watch them as many times as you want. And they're designed to be repeatable as well, because what gets repeated gets remembered and what gets remembered gets repeated. Also, the action pass doesn't just come with the recordings of the content, it also comes with a 30-day run that we are starting on the 2nd of February as well. And you get the recordings of that as well, which is super exciting. Right. So here's how these things work. It's 5 days, 30 minutes each day, high value, but designed for you to really get like a breakthrough each day. And what we're going to do is we're going to build an asset, a network marketing asset. And in order for us to do that, what needs to happen is we need 3 things. We need the right mindset, we need the right action set, and we need the right skill set. So we're going to do mindset today, then day 2, 3, and 4, we're going to do skill set. And then the last day, we're going to do action set. So this is what I would recommend you do if you haven't already done so. Put in your diary, like pause this video right now, go into your diary, your schedule, your Google Calendar, whatever it is that you use, and go and find a 30-minute block of time followed by another 30-minute block of time. So that's an hour in total. Each day, Monday to Friday this week, for you to consume the content for 30 minutes, and then for you to go and take action for 30 minutes. Each day there's going to be an action step and you'll figure that out what it is, all right? So don't be someone who starts, because your parents aren't going to be proud of you because of what you started. They're going to be proud of you because of what you finished. Your business is going to pay you way more when you finish what you said you were going to do, more than just starting the thing that you said you were going to do and never actually finishing it. The universe will you will gain the universe's trust with the law of attraction when you actually do what you told it you were going to do. Oh, I'm going to be successful, then go be successful. Oh, I'm going to be a top recruiter, then go be a top recruiter. Oh, I'm going to... You get my point. All right, so I'm going to be using my iPad as well because I am a very visual person and I like to make notes. So first and foremost, there's a love heart for you. I know it looks a bit weird, but that's a love heart. I did get a little bit sick as well. So if you feel like, wow, he doesn't sound so excited and is enthusiastic and he's a little bit bunged up, I'm making it work, right? I'm making it work. Okay, so today we're going to talk about mindset because I want to help you build an unstoppable mindset to build a foundation. Because if you're going to build a house, the most important thing is actually the mindset, which is the foundation. You don't want to build your tower on a bunch of sand. I know I'm in Dubai and they build towers on a bunch of sands, but hopefully you understand what I mean. The foundation is the mindset. It's the most important piece of the puzzle, hence why it is day one. And I don't want you to watch this and go, oh, there wasn't any tactical information. That's gonna come. And what I'm gonna talk about, you've probably not heard before. And then in day 2, 3, 4, and 5, your mind is gonna be blown. But I wanna see how many of you actually are here on day 2 because we had over 15,000 people register for day 1, 15,000. And my guess is that by day 5, we have about 5,000 people left. Are you going to be one of those 5,000 or are you not? Right? You got to play the game to win the game. You got to show up to grow up to go up. It's not just showing up. It's growing up by making notes and then going up by taking action. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. All right. So the most important game you'll ever play in network marketing is this one. It's the game of going from here to there. from loser to legend, from zero to hero, from disaster to master. And all this is two very, very simple journeys. All right. The first one is 90% of the game. And we call this the IG, not the Instagram. The second one is 10% of the game. And we call this the EG. All right. IG stands for the internal game, right? The EG stands for the external game, which is like the environment. Okay. So I want to go through these and I want you to make a note at home of how many of the 12 inner games that you've got to play, how many of them that you have. Now, I will tell you this energetically. It's probably going to feel like I'm attacking you when we talk about the inner game, right? But I want you to realize that you're not going to be the only person who's saying me when I talk about these 12 different things. There's going to be a lot of people all over the world who are dealing with very similar demons that you're dealing with, okay? Now, when we talk about the external game, you'll probably laugh. You'll probably go, yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, that's a funny one. Like, oh my God, I can't believe people are saying that. It's very, very different, but I want you to understand, again, 90% of the game is the internal game. I'm going to help you today understand where you're at and where you need to go. Because if you don't get this right, nothing else will matter. Because let's play this game. Answer this honestly. If you're at home watching this, or listening to this, whatever it might be, watching this for the 5th time, I don't know. Think to yourself, do you really know what you've got to do to succeed in network marketing? Think about it. Like, do you know what the basic skills are, right? That you've got to like have conversations and you've got to invite people and you've got to show someone the presentation and you've got to follow up. Like, you know that. I'm going to have it a guess that 95% of you go, yeah, I know what I've got to do. If you're less than 3 months old into the business, then maybe you're not going to be so clear and you're going to get very clear after these 5 days. The second question is though, how many of you feel that you are not doing enough of the thing that you know you need to do in order to win? It's a lot of people. It's almost everyone. Yeah, I know what I've got to do, but I know I'm not doing enough of it. And the reason is because of the inner game and the external game. If we overcome this, your productivity will go through the roof and therefore your business will, right? And a lot of people haven't got started in their business. Forget the beginning of 2026. They haven't got started in their business because of these things, all right? So here we go. Number 1, all right, is the fear of rejection. How many of you have had or have, let's think, have the fear of rejection? And by the way, I will tell you, the more of these you have, the bigger the potential. Because if you have all 12, which is, by the way, very, very, very common, then if you overcome 6 of them, you're going to be an unstoppable force. I will also say that the top income earner in your company will have maybe 2 or 3 of these things, right? No one's perfect. Everyone has at least one of these things. And the top income earners, they usually have, 2 or 3 of these things. And then everyone else has like 9, 10, 11, 12. So the fear of rejection, this is the idea that you're not speaking to people because you feel that they've already said no, so they're going to say no again. Or like, I know that they won't like this. How do you know? Every dud knows a stud, right? Meaning every person you don't expect to do it will know someone who really wants to do it. That's one version of it. How do you get over the fear of rejection? Learn to get rejected. I know it sounds so basic, but this is a diagram that I got showed maybe 15 years ago that changed my perspective on it. It wasn't the idea of like, oh, just go for no. But it was, right, in a way. So when you get yeses, it builds your income, right? You get someone say, yeah, I'm in. You build income and you celebrate that. But when you get a no, what it does is it builds your character. And when you build your character, you eventually will build your income. Because the bigger the character, the bigger the income. So yeses build your income, no builds the character. So imagine this. What would you rather? Someone who gets 10 yeses in a row or someone who gets 100 no's in a row? Because the person who gets, just bear with me on this one, the person who gets 10 yeses in a row will have earned 10 times the dollar amount. The person who gets 100 no's in a row will have had 100 no's, right? So 0. However, what then happens if this flips? What then happens if this person then gets 100 no's? They're probably going to quit because they're like, oh, it doesn't work how it used to. Like, this sucks. I feel horrendous. Whereas if this person keeps going because they've got the character and they start then getting 10 yeses, they are going to realize, oh my God, I've got the thick skin and the skill. I know how this works. And they'll probably go on to recruit another 10, another 10, another 10, another 10, another 10. So understand that the more you get rejected, the bigger your character. And as long as you don't quit, you'll figure it out. You'll get the clarity and you will win. Okay? Number 2. And then I'm going to go through these very, very fast. Right? The fear of judgment. They say this is the mother of all fears. The fear of judgment is the mother of all fears. How crazy is this? Right? It's so normal that this is the case though, right? It's so normal. So here's one thing. If you judge other people, you expect other people to judge you. Example, right? Let's say you're a woman, let's just say in this example. I'm not saying it's like you have to be a woman, but it's just the example. And you're in a bar or you're in a restaurant or you're walking down the street and you see someone and you go, oh my God, her makeup is awful. Chances are you're getting a mirror out or you're looking in a mirror or you're going to the bathroom to a mirror just to make sure your makeup doesn't look horrendous, right? We tend to do it as human beings. When we judge someone else, we tend to understand that they're going to judge us. Understand this. As a network marketer, you're going to get judged all the flipping time. You're a network marketer. Congratulations. People judge people who are doing things with their life because they don't want you to go out so far and be so successful because it makes them feel bad. Because your friendships are always going to be mirrors to what you're doing. If your friends are also doing nothing, you look at yourself and go, it's all good. I'm doing the same as my friends. If all your friends are crushing it, it makes you feel bad. Number 3. This one was a big one for me. The fear of success. I didn't want to change. I didn't like the idea of, but if I succeed, I won't be like, kind, caring Frazer. If I succeed, I might have to hold the microphone. If I succeed, I might get all the attention. I don't want all the attention. If I succeed, I might get all this money and that might change me. And then people might come to me and say, hey, Frazer, you have money. Can you lend it to me? And I don't like the idea of saying no because I don't like conflict. So this is what I realized. If you're someone who has the fear of success, go and get a load of success. And if you don't like it, give all the success away. I promise you, when you get it, you will love it. And the changes that you make along the way to get the success will make you a better person. Money, if you want to call success money is just going to emphasize a magnitude the person who you already are. If you're a super kind person, you'll be the most kind person in the world. If you're a funny guy, you'll be super funny with a load of money. If you're adventurous, you will travel the entire world with all the money. All right? Number 4, comparison. What do they say? Comparison is the thief of joy, not in network marketing. So here's the thing. You're here. This is you. And there are only 2 ways that you can compare yourself. Comparing yourself to someone who's doing more than you, got more than you, has more than you, doing better than you, or someone who is not. When you look at someone who is not in a position where you're at, maybe it's a third world country and they don't have running water, clean water, you are going to be filled with gratitude thinking, oh my God, the life that I live, I am so lucky, I am so blessed, I am so fortunate. But when you look at someone above, right, and this is positive, when you look at someone above and you compare, you often think like, they're smarter, they're faster, they're fitter, they're healthier, they're happier, they're better looking, they're in better shape, they're hot, I'm not, whatever, right? So you have that level of envy. But here's what you need to look. When you look down, you're filled with gratitude because you already have something that they don't have, right? You're grateful that you found the opportunity before they did. When you look up, you also need to make sure that you use this as a moment of gratitude because they have proven that where you want to go is possible. They become the fuel both ways. They become the fuel for you to keep going. Oh my God, Sarah is absolutely crushing it in my company. She joined 6 months after me and she's already 2 ranks higher than the rank that I aspire to be. If she can do it, so can I. You just got to make that switch. I struggle with comparison. It stopped me from joining network marketing for 4 years because I never had that moment of, if she can do it, so can I. I saw my dad doing what he did every single day growing up. He was my mentor. He started in 1987. I was born in 1988. He was full-time. I saw him get rejected, get judged, have this success, see him change, evolve. And I thought, if I've got to do what he's done, there's no way I can win. Until I realized, oh my God, the guy who is going to mentor me also lives in the same house as me. And as soon as I realized that, I got involved very soon after. All right, number 5. I think this is a big one for everyone, or most people. Perfectionism. Perfectionism, man. Perfectionism is a big one. They say that it's ready, aim, fire. But you need to understand this game is not ready, aim, fire. It's ready, fire, aim. There was a study a long time ago that I recently read, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, where there was a university and they got 2 groups of people, right? So they had group A and group B. And they said, right, over the next 1 year, group A, we want you to study the perfect presentation. Like, we want you to just study it. And on the 1st of January, let's say 2027, one of you is going to give the perfect presentation. Group B, you're not going to study it. You're just going to give a presentation every single day for 365 days. And on the 1st of January, one of you is going to say it and we'll judge who was the best. Which group won? Yep, Group B. Because they didn't try to perfect it before they did it. They just did it and then got feedback. Did it and got feedback. Ready? No. Fire, then aim. So they fired, they missed by a little bit. So they adjust and they miss by a little bit and they adjust and they miss by a little bit. Before you know it, they're hitting bullseye, 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 bullseye. When the group A, they're like, okay, well, the wind's going this way. Let's think about it. Let's recalibrate it. We've only got one shot. You don't only have one shot. You have one shot every single moment of every single day. Use the shots. Don't save them. If you get 3 shots every single day, you make sure you use them every single day instead of going, oh, I'm going to keep them. Because you don't get to keep them. They don't stack up. Number 6. Now this one, I know everyone deals with. It also begins with P. Procrastination. Procrastination. You know, procrastination is a symptom of anxiety. That's what it is. Procrastination is a symptom of anxiety. Whatever you're procrastinating, I want you to just take a step back and go, hang on, why am I procrastinating? It means you're anxious about something. You're anxious about something. Now, oh, I'm being lazy. Why are you being lazy? Why? Because I know I've got to follow up with Susan and she said no 3 times in a row. I'm anxious because I don't feel great today. I don't want to feel worse. So find out what you're anxious about. Speak to one of your uplines or your sidelines or even your downlines about it. The more you talk about it, the more you take progression around it, the better. All right? All right. Another big one for a lot of people, especially in developed countries. You have an addiction. You have a comfort zone addiction. You are addicted to your comfort zone. They say the greatest killer of a great life, or the biggest killer of a great life, is a good life. And there's a lot of people in network marketing who already have a very good life. They're comfortable. They're comfortable. They have everything they want. But what I will say is money, it's not just about money. It's about what you can do with it. It's about purpose. So the next generation, whether you have the next generation or not, they are looking at you and they're either going to be successful because they saw you be successful, or they're going to be successful because they saw you not successful and did it out in spite, or they're going to be lazy and fail because they saw you be lazy and fail. And when I say lazy and fail, you might have a comfortable job, but they might not see it as success right now. They're watching these strangers on YouTube and going, oh my God, they've got way more success than my mum and dad ever will. And they use them as their role models and them as their heroes instead of you. So get out of the comfort zone. Growth is outside of the comfort zone. Growth is sexy. Growth is where we need to be. All right? Now, in network marketing, I know for sure this one's a big one. I know they all are big. Information overwhelm. I could have just written overwhelm, but information overwhelm. Now, for me, I struggled with this one in the beginning because I feel like network marketing is such an amazing industry because there's so much you can learn, but it also is not so great because there's so much you can learn. Think about it for a moment. You've got social media, selling, recruiting, launching people, leading people, promoting events, getting people started, which is also launching people, understanding culture, leadership,
running events, not just promoting them, like communication, public speaking. There's so many different skills. So when I dealt with this, I actually had a really bit of a weird moment. I was super overwhelmed, so I went, you know what, screw the business for a minute. And I got my Game Boy. If you remember the Game Boys back in the day, it was an old school Game Boy. And I was playing on it for like 15 minutes. I think I was playing like Mario or something. And it froze. And I did the classic, pull the cartridge out, blow in it, put it back. And I started playing with it again. I was like, huh. And it froze again. And then I got the pencil out, and I hit the little reset button. So I froze, right? The Game Boy froze. I hit the reset button, screen went blank, Nintendo logo showed with a little song, and then I could carry on playing Mario, right? Then guess what? I was playing on Game Boy. Game Boy froze, hit the reset button, screen went blank, I hit the Nintendo logo, then the little music played, then I could continue playing. And this kept repeating and repeating and repeating. And I realized, oh my God, what's my reset button? I don't have one. Like, if I was to get overwhelmed, I need to just be able to go, beep, reset. What are the 3, 4, or 5 most important things that I need to do today after hitting the reset button? And I realized it's starting conversations, inviting, presenting. Like, those are the 3 things. You know what? I need to forget everything else, and I just need to start a conversation today. I started a conversation. I felt good. Okay, now I need to invite someone. I did it. I felt good. Now I need to present to someone. Okay, I did it. I felt good. Oh my God, 3 people have just joined. What do I do? Beep. Just have a conversation with someone. Invite them to take the next step. Present them the next step. Oh, but I've got all these teams. Beep. Have a conversation with someone on your team. Invite that person to have a call with you. And then present them the next steps, like do a little mini training. That's all I did. What's your reset button? All right, number 9. Low self-worth, also known as imposter syndrome. Low self-worth, don't feel like you're deserving. This is my struggle, and I'll tell you, maybe you can deal with this, because in network marketing, there are 3 dates. There are the date that you got started, the date that you got success, and then the date that you got serious. And most people are hanging on to the date they got started, and that's the reason why they're not getting success, because they're going, I started network marketing 10 years ago. And then someone goes to them, well, how much money have you made? And you're like, I've actually lost money in that time with all the events that I've gone to, because you haven't got serious. But if you said, I'm getting serious today, being the 26th of January, on day 1 of this challenge, then you can start saying, if someone says, how long have you been doing it? You would say, you know, I've been learning it and I've been in and out of it for 10 years. But to be honest, those are irrelevant, because today is actually the first day that I got serious. And your story starts today. And you can change that moment, because you go, I actually thought I got serious, but I didn't, right? So what happened to me was I didn't think, in fact, I thought I had to be successful in order to help other people be successful. And that held me back, because I was like, hang on a minute. I'm teaching people how to be successful, but I'm not successful myself. How does that work? And maybe there's some of you out there watching this going, yeah, that's how I feel. I'm trying to help people make $100,000 a year, $1 million a year. My uplines have done it, but I haven't. And I realized in the beginning, my goal is not to help someone be successful. My goal is to help someone make a decision to help themselves become successful. So I'm not going to make you successful because I haven't got the success yet, right? In the beginning, right? But I can help you make a decision to then be successful. I'm just going to show you the vehicle, because I'm not going to pay your bills. I'm just a messenger. In fact, the role of the upline is simply to get you started as an independent distributor. Think about it. When you first joined your company, you signed an independent distributor agreement, not a dependent distributor agreement. So that's what helped me, right? With the imposter syndrome. Okay, I'm flying through these. Usually I spend a lot more time on this, but I don't have that much time. All right, number 10 is scarcity thinking. Whoops. Scarcity thinking is, when's it going to end? When's it going to end? Saturation, you could say. And you know what the funny thing is? Saturation is a myth. The people who say saturation is a real thing, or network marketing is saturated, are wearing Nike clothes, sipping on a Starbucks coffee, scrolling Instagram on their iPhone. Shouldn't they be more saturated, right? The coffee game, the clothing game, the technology game, the social media game. No, every single city you go into, every single one you see an Apple store, Nike store, Starbucks store, right? Like, majority of people are on social media. Saturation is not a myth. So scarcity thinking, get that out of your head. It's never going to end. All right. So number 11, misaligned identity. All right. This was huge for me. I'm not like my dad. I'm not good at sales. I'm not a good speaker. I'm not a leader. I'm not successful. I'm not a good communicator. I can't get someone started. I'm not good at duplication. I'm not good at social media. I'm not an influencer. All these things going in my head telling myself, you're never going to win at this game. You're never going to win at this game. So guess what I started using? I started using my favorite word in the English language. This word changed a lot for me, and there's a few other words that have changed a lot for me, but this word, I'm not a good speaker yet. I can't recruit yet. I'm not an influencer yet. I'm not good at social media yet. I'm not a speaker yet. I can't lead people yet. I'm not good at sales yet. I'm not good at duplication yet. I can't arrange events yet. I'm not like my dad yet. I just used the word yet. And I realized that, hang on a minute, I don't have to be the perfect identity right now, because it's the journey that's going to help me get there, not just the destination. And then the last one was limited money beliefs. They say, money is the root of all evil. Then why didn't the devil give you a load? Again, how to judge this one? Go and make $1 million. And if you don't like it, give it all away. If you don't like $1 million, give it all away. So that's the internal game. Count up out of those 12. How many do you have? Fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear of success, comparison, perfectionism, procrastination, comfort zone addiction, information overwhelm, imposter syndrome, scarcity thinking, misaligned identity, limited money beliefs. The more you have, the more potential you have, as long as you do something about it. Now, before we go into the EG, and I'll do it really, really quickly, if you haven't already done so, make sure you get the access pack, the action pass. The action pass, super valuable, super low price. You're going to get access to full access of the recordings, meaning all 5 of these videos you're going to be able to watch over and over and over again in your own time whenever you want, not just until that timer hits 0, because once that timer hits 0, we go on to day 2 and this video is lost forever. All right. We also are going to do a live Q&A session based on any of the content that you've consumed, any questions you have, on Friday, the 30th of January at 6 p.m. UK time, and that will be recorded as well. I mean, I'll do it live, but we'll record it just in case you can't watch it live. And 30-day run starting on the 2nd of February. So starting on the 2nd of February, you're going to be able to join me and everyone else in a Telegram channel. It's me speaking, and you get to speak as well if you want, ask questions. Every day, Monday to Friday, I'll give a lesson and a daily action step. We'll have group accountability where I get you to tell me at the end of each day some certain specific metrics to get you really good at actually building the business like a business. And it'll be a super positive environment. We might even do some prizes as well. So yeah, it's super affordable. Click the button around here that says get the action pass. I think it's a green button. Maybe it's an orange button. I don't know. You'll see it. And I'll see you on the other side. All right. So here we are. Let's go into the EG really, really quickly. Okay. And remember, I want you to feel the difference energetically when it comes to like, yeah, I've heard that one. Remember when I told you to say me when it comes to the 1 to 12? I want you to now think about me with a smile on your face with these 7, with the external game. All right. The external game. It's one of those pyramid things. How many of you heard that one? It's one of those pyramid things. So annoying. Network marketing is a scam. Oh, it drives me crazy. Only the people at the top make all the money. Only the people at the top make all the money. When are you going to go get a real job? When are you going to go get a real job? Number 5. How's that little business? That used to drive me nuts. How's that little business? Right? Number 6. Those things don't work for people like us. People like us. So bad. You're an introvert. It doesn't work for introverts. So you know what I came up with? I came up with this little slogan, this thing that kind of really changed things for me. And I would even say saved my business. These 2 words. Game changer. And I want you to start saying them from now on. You know, in your Instagram, like on your little Instagram, you can put like a note on your stories. Just put it, watch me. Right? I'll show you what I mean, because I'm gonna do it. You know, you go into your profile and there's a little thing there that's like there. Click on that. And then in capitals, just put watch me. And I put the little I like that. Just do that. If I see it, I'll comment on it. If you can repeat this to yourself over and over and over again and start having the confidence, I call them the belief balls or belief boobs, depending on your gender, then you watch what happens. Because when you say this to someone else, guess what happens? They start watching you closely. And that's gonna give you a layer of accountability that you won't find anywhere else. And what happens is they watch you, so you give them a reason to be like, oh wow, I was wrong. But what then really happens is you watch them and you realize all the people who complain and moan and try and hold you back never actually progress in life. But if you don't do this, they will keep throwing their belief systems, what I call BS, they will keep throwing their belief systems at you. And you're going to have one of 2 things. You are either, this is going to be Bob angry all time. And this is you. You're naturally happy, right? And Bob is going to throw his BS, his belief system at you. Network marketing is a pyramid thing. Now, the first thing you can hold is a net. And you're going to catch his BS. And when you catch his BS, it's going to be a little bit heavy and it's going to drag you down. And you're going to say, well, why do you think network marketing is a pyramid thing? And he's going to say, oh, well, I saw this article on page 72 of Google about blah, 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 blah. And you were like, oh, can you send it to me, please? And he's like, yeah, sure. Now, he went, yeah, also, I spoke to a friend of mine from work and they did network marketing and they said it was a scam as well. And then this is the reason why he joined. And 7 days later, he quit. And you're like, really? Can you introduce me to it? Stop holding nets. Instead, hold the mirror. Because when you hold the mirror, when he throws or she throws their BS at you, it's going to bounce back into their face. They're going to be covered in their own BS. And they will eventually stop throwing their BS at you. And they'll start throwing it at people who will keep catching it. Don't catch other people's BS. Don't let their belief systems become yours. Don't let someone else do your dreaming whilst you're asleep and awake. No one goes into your ear when you're asleep and go, psst, start dreaming of network marketing as a pyramid thing. So don't let them do that while you're awake. You're in control of your future. You're in control of your thoughts. Internal game determines a lot of this. So it's a pyramid thing. Watch me make it work. Network marketing is a scam. Watch me make a lot of money from this and help a lot of people do the same. Only the people at the top make all the money in those things. Watch me get to the top. Oh, when are you going to go get a real job? Watch me make this my real job. How's that little business? Watch me make this a huge business. Oh, those things don't work for people like us. Watch me make this thing that works for people like us. Oh, you're introverted. It doesn't work for introverts. Watch me make this the #1 business that introverts can do in 2026 and beyond. Now, it takes balls to do that. It takes belief balls, belief boobs to do that. It's not going to be easy. But your pain can be the reason why you level up, or it can be the excuse that you hide behind. Choose wisely. Oh, it's too painful to say that. Great, let it be an excuse. Or it hurts so much that I'm gonna make this the reason why I level up. Guys, this is day 1. This is day 1 of 5 days to get you fired up to kick your business off in style. But now we've done the mindset, we can move on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on heavy skills of recruiting, selling, social media, and then also productivity. Because a lot of you guys in 2026, you need to work a little bit less, but more. What I mean by that is instead of you thinking you're working 30, 40 hours a week and you're actually only working 3 or 4 hours, you need to be able to go, I only work 15 to 20 hours, but I actually work in those 15 to 20 hours because you've got clarity and understanding. So before I go, again, really, really quick, when this video hits 0, the timer hits 0, the video will go on to day 2 and that will repeat. If you want, obviously, the access to the recordings, join us on a live Q&A session and join our amazing 30-day run, then make sure you click the button that says get the access pass. You'll go to another page, watch the information, go and see if you want to make the really small investment in yourself for maximum output. And hopefully I get to work with you for 30 days starting on the 2nd of February. I'm super fired up about that. It's going to be an absolute game changer. And last thing I will mention before I end, if you haven't already done so, we have an event called Dare to Dream. It's happening on the 16th, 17th, and 18th of April. I'm going to talk more about it maybe on day 3, 4, or 5. So just make sure in your calendar you have got it blocked off for 30 minutes to an hour every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And lastly, congratulations on making it this far. Not everyone gets to the end. I'm proud of you. All right, so I'll be looking at your statuses. For those of you who put watch me, I'll know that you will have watched this all the way till the end. All right, big love, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, ciao, bye-bye.